on the farm is all about Mother's Day flowers. And honestly, Mother's Day is kind of like the big dance of the floristry world. It's one of the busiest, most beautiful, and most meaningful weekends of the year. We spent the week gathering flowers, prepping bouquets, and trying to get everything ready in time. I made arrangements for my cousin's restaurant for their Mother's Day brunch and also stocked up our little flower cart outside with bouquets for the weekend. Hello! Um, so I unpacked our flowers and we received somebody else's boxes. So I'm going to have to drive to Delaware Valley Floral and pick up our flowers. I mean, we got some of them, but we're missing like 50 roses and a couple bunches of other things. But right now I'm back at Van Dyke's Flower Farm in Millville, and we have to get the tulips for my cousin's restaurant for Mother's Day brunch. So that's what we'll be doing here. Their parking lot looks pretty busy, so I don't think that I'll be able to film in there, but if I can, I'll try. Okay, so let's go get some tulips. And as always, Van Dyke's did not disappoint. So we got all the tulips that will go on the tables at my cousin's restaurant. And yeah, so I'll be setting them up and making bouquets up next. So my flowers are all unpacked. And I got another bucket of tulips down there, and I'm ready to get started. I feel like I'm gonna be here for a few hours making bouquets and centerpieces. All right, I got my table all set up and ready to go. My vases are washed and ready. I have to make 42 small vases for the restaurant, and then the larger vases will go upstairs, but I'll do them tomorrow night. And then we have to make Mother's Day bouquets for people to purchase. So we got a lot to do. And why don't you follow along with me while I do it? Man, it is super windy out here. So I hope that the camera's gonna stay up for the rest of this, but we'll see. If it gets too windy, just have to take you down and explain to you what I'm doing later. All right, we got 30 down. We have 12 more to go. I'm gonna go look in the container for another carrier so that I have more working space. So I'm gonna go find one. So here we are making bouquets. I've enlisted some help. This is my niece Amelia. She's helped me strip the flowers to get ready to put in the bouquets, and we're almost there. And my babysitter back there. She's just finishing up the stock. And we have roses, hydrangeas, snapdragons, delphinium, some tulips, eucalyptus. Our feverfew is looking a little rough. I'm hoping it's gonna perk up. But yeah, and then there's the stocks. So we're gonna make some bouquets. We're gonna try an assembly line tonight.
So like I said, we're gonna try and do assembly line tonight. I usually make them all individually. That takes forever. So we're gonna lay out 10, make them, wrap them, and then do the next 10. We're doing a total of 30 tonight. And then some smaller jars.
It truly became an all hands on deck kind of week. My family jumped in to help with everything, helping me with Markie, bunching flowers, wrapping bouquets, cleaning buckets, loading flowers, all the little things that make a week like this possible. And some of my favorite memories were just working together with them in the middle of all the chaos. And those are the kind of memories that stay with you. By Mother's Day, we had bouquets heading out to a local garden center, and almost all the rest sold throughout the weekend, which felt incredibly special and humbling. And while this weekend is centered around flowers and celebrating mothers, I also know Mother's Day can carry a lot of emotion for people. Mother's Day always makes me feel so grateful, because being Markie's mom is truly the greatest gift in my life. He is everything I've hoped and prayed for, and I don't think I will ever take that for granted. But I also know Mother's Day can be really complicated. For some people, it's a day full of joy. For others, it brings up grief and sadness, longing, and memories that are hard to carry. Over the last few years, Mother's Day has become a little harder for me too. Losing my mom makes me miss her on days like this. And a couple of years ago, I had a hemorrhagic miscarriage over Mother's Day weekend. It was a really traumatic experience, and also ended up being the last Mother's Day I spent with my mom. So there's a part of me that still carries all of that. I say this because I know I'm not the only one who feels grateful and heartbroken at the same time. So this Mother's Day, my heart is with every kind of mother. The moms who are celebrating, the moms who are grieving, the moms who are missing their own mothers, the moms who have lost children, the women who are praying to become mothers, and the people who find this tender day for reasons they may not even say out loud. Wherever you are in your story, I hope you feel seen, loved, and held today. And please know, I am thinking of you. I think that's part of why flowers matter so much to me this time of year. They become a way to love people, a way to comfort them, celebrate them, remember them, and remind them that they are thought about. And I hope that every bouquet that left the farm this weekend carried a little bit of that with it.
Okay, we are ready to assemble. And here we go.
I feel like the assembly line method really worked a lot better for us this year, because previously I would painstakingly, like a perfectionist, go through every bouquet and make sure that it was perfect. And they all ended up looking the same, no matter what I did. So this was much more efficient. And with Amelia wrapping and putting bows on them when I was done, we really did get through it. But it was getting dark by the time that we got through the end. And here's our final product. I really like the colors we use for Mother's Day. The pinks and peaches, lavender, light blue, white, just happy colors. And here's our final little setup. I love our garden cart. It kind of just tides everything in and makes me happy. So I hope you had a lovely Mother's Day, no matter how you celebrated. And thank you so much for following along with us today.